Learner's permit. Okay, so there's actually two rhythms. I made an extra one over here, but the first one is more difficult. But anyway, so 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. Second ending. So then the next one is dun, dun, dun. The next one is a little bit easier. This is the one on the record. 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. That's fine. So with those, the thing about this style of music, it's such a weird hodgepodge. Traditionally, you have rhythms that go a very specific way, right? And a lot of times there's a thing called a clave. So you have many types of claves that happen, and they have a longer side and a shorter side. So usually it's like a 3-2 clave or a 4-3 clave. It's usually what's happening. So like a 3-2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's how you're gonna count it, even though there's other ways of thinking about it. This is more of a Brazilian style. This is bossa nova, by the way, which is just kind of a weird thing. Then this, especially, this is not by a Brazilian artist. This is by somebody else who's kind of taking an influence from Brazilian bossa nova. Which is a pretty specific rhythm, but it uses a 4-3 or 3-4 kind of a clave. So if you listen to the rhythm, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And to make matters a little bit more off kilter, it doesn't start at one of those points. It starts. This particular one, if you look at it, it starts on the third one of the 4. So it's 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we do a little hit, so it comes out of the pattern. So you notice that my chord is changing on the third beat of the 4 side of the 4-3 clave. Listen to that a couple of times, rewind it, let it sink in. This is what makes this music really confusing.
On here it says it's 2-3 Brazilian clave.
Yeah, so I noticed I was playing a little bit off from the drum beat. But one of the things about this style that is sort of maddening is that you have to like sort of sit down with your percussion section and all your people and say what kind of clave are we using. But furthermore, most people that play this style of music in any like kind of a lounge setting or whatever are just kind of faking it anyway. Or even like some of the famous recordings, like when you listen to this recording, there's some clashing. You know, these are not Brazilian musicians, so they play it in their own way, and that's okay. Like when I was coming up, it was like there was this like really strict kind of you must do it this way, and it's all bullshit. You know, I mean, if you want to sound exactly like a certain group of musicians, then you have to do it a certain way. And the rhythm, for me, it's all about the balance of the rhythm. If the rhythms work together, it's great. It doesn't matter what's happening. But if they don't, it doesn't. In this style of music, you definitely need to be aware of it if you want things to balance or line up, But like a Brazilian, if you listen, like the classic bossa nova would be like "Girl from Ipanema." If you listen to the way he's playing the guitar, is that? I mean, he's what is it? Yeah. He's playing a rhythm pretty similar to that. I don't remember exactly that, but. And what that is, if you listen to Brazilian samba music, you have the big surdo drums. You have boom, boom, beep, boom. That's like a rhythm, right? Bit, boom, and then you have other types of drums playing the cha 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 cha. So all they're doing is they're putting that rhythm. They're taking these traditional rhythms, putting them on little tiny guitars. So you're like a little percussion section. And in that sense, when you're playing drum music, especially if somebody in the accompaniment part gets off a little bit, everything goes haywire. But you can get off in certain ways. There's variations and things that if you're in the know, you can do it and it still makes sense. So I think that's it's a long way of explaining that it just needs to be right. You need to learn certain rhythms and then learn variations and then you can, like all the master musicians that I've ever played with from cultures that are like that, from the African derived rhythms with that sort of sensibility, they improvise like crazy with their accompaniments. Well, I take that back. Some of them are very strict, and some of them are very loose. And there's everything in between. It just depends on what you're doing and how important it is. Especially like religious things. If there's religious significance, it's super strict. Yeah. But